Hi, good afternoon and welcome. My name's Carl Letton. I am Sustainability Manager at DMU. Welcome to this session this afternoon where we're going to introduce a short video which shows the sustainability tour of DMU. Mark's going to say a little bit more about that in a second, but I just wanted to introduce you to what we're doing at DMU around sustainability. So the university is really committed to sustainability. We aim to do whatever we can to reduce our carbon impact, but also improve our environmental performance. And we do this by embedding sustainability into our teaching and learning. We also embed that into our volunteering and when you do placements through your course. But we also do it in how we manage the campus. And really, that's what this short film is about. It's about what we do on campus. I should say that if you are interested in the projects and initiatives that we run, do have a look at our social media. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just look for Sustainable DMU. Okay, so I'll pass you over to Mark. Mark will introduce himself and talk a little bit around his work.
Hello everyone, so my name is Mark Hopkins. I am Sustainability Assistant at De Montfort University. My work is varied around the sphere of sustainability, but I do have a particular focus on sustainable travel, and in particular empowering staff and students and external stakeholders to consider more sustainable travel getting to and from the university. So sustainable travel is something that the university does take very seriously. So every 5 years, De Montfort University releases a travel plan. We're just in the process of releasing our phase 4, so our fourth set of travel plans, which basically looks to reduce the amount of people using single occupancy car journeys and increase the number of people using more sustainable forms of travel, like train journeys and bus journeys, walking and cycling to and from the university. And one of the best ways that the university can do that is by creating a bike-friendly campus. So later on, when you see the tour video, you'll see some of our fancier cycle storage units, along with some biking initiatives and incentives. And hopefully that will all inspire you all to get your bikes out. And at the end of every year, what we do as a university, we do something called a travel survey. So we ask staff and students, how do you transport yourself to and from the university? And we've been doing that every year since 2005. And the trend is definitely more towards sustainable travel, which is really good, and less of the single occupancy car journeys, but we've still got a long way to go. So the tour video. So a couple of weeks ago, myself, Carl, and 2 graduate champions called Ollie and Mia went round campus to do these videos. And the tour basically will show you some of our sustainable buildings, some of our sustainable initiatives, some of our biking facilities, and hopefully it will empower you all to do some sustainable work whilst you're at the university yourself. So without any further ado, I'm happy to introduce the video. But Carl, I'm not sure how to do that, so I think I might need to hand back to you.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Mark. And one of the things about the video is that we've got a few really sort of hidden gems on campus around our sustainability work, and we really wanted to show that off in this short video. So we'll play the video now, and there'll be an opportunity to ask any questions of myself or Mark after the video has finished. So thank you very much, and I will do my utmost to share the video now.
Apparently we've got no sound, Carl.
Just bear with me a second. Okay, apologies for that. Let me just have another go at sharing that. Just bear with me a second.
think we're still struggling with the sound quality. Carl, do you want me to have a go at sharing?
Yeah. Sorry, folks. Apologies for the technical issues with the sound. Yeah. Do you want to have a go, Mark?
Sure.
Welcome to DMU. We're your graduate champions, and today we're going to be giving you a tour on sustainability.
DMU is actually the 13th out of 154 in the sustainability institution, so we're going to tell you a little bit more about that today on our sustainability tour.
First, we're going to head over to the US. Okay, so this is our Hugh building. As you can see, it was built with shades. This keeps the amount of sunlight out of classrooms and allows natural light to enter at the same time. This allows us to keep the building cool in summer and reduce the need for air conditioning. Underneath the building there's 4 ground source heat pumps, which consist of 60 boreholes 100 metres below the surface of the building. Down there the ambient temperature stays constant all year round, so we can pump this air around the building, providing cooling in summer and heating in winter. Hugh also utilises two thermal solar panels, and these follow the sun. They're a lot more efficient than the typical flat plate solar panels. And this is used to heat the water. When the water reaches the temperature it should be, they turn away from the sun and to stop the water overheating. During phase 1 and 2 of DMU implementing solar panels into the campus, Hugh received some of the flat solar panels, and this produces 39,000 kilowatt hours of energy per year, equal to 30 houses. Okay, this is one of the oldest parts of the campus behind Trinity House. As you can see, there's walls of fruit and walls of lavender and the nice smelling plants. This acts as a magnet towards bees, butterflies and other insects, increasing biodiversity on campus. It also works with Chartwell's, our university caterer, which is about 139 steps away, so very low carbon footprint. Which uses the herbs, the fruits, the vegetables, all local and seasonal, to produce low carbon meals. It's also a nice area for students to come and chill, and the university does a lot of mindfulness programs, so you can find out more about that at dmu.east.uk/healthy. So we're off to the John Whitehead building now. Follows. So this is our John Whitehead building. It utilises a biomass boiler. using wooden pellets from waste sawdust mill. Yeah, we get 2 deliveries per year. We try and keep the deliveries nice and big, so we don't have to waste carbon having multiple deliveries, reducing transport carbon emissions. It's all British sourced, so again that reduces carbon emissions, and it's a carbon neutral fuel. As it grows, it absorbs carbon. As it reduces carbon. So, yeah. Okay, now we're off to the Vijay Patel building to look at the bike stores.
Okay, so this is just another stop off on our sustainability tour. So, Renewable Point, alongside other student accommodations such as Filbert Village and The Grange, all participate in the student switch off. This is another way to lower carbon emissions by switching off any electrical items that the students are using, as well as light switches. So, the accommodation that switches off the most electrics and saves the most light energy, they actually win a ice cream party funded by the university, so it's all free of charge for that for the student accommodation that saves the most energy. Okay, so now we're off to the bike shed. So, welcome to the Vijay Patel bike storage. So, this is one of 636 bike storages across campus. So, this room is specifically designed in order to fit maximum capacity of bike storage, and it also ensures that students have a way to store bikes when riding to the university. Additionally, 1 in 8 staff members at the university also use this bike storage, and it's super secure. You need a card to get in here, so the bikes are safe. Additionally, the university also encourages students to use these bike storage to make sure that they can access other parts of the Leicester City Centre, such as Foss Park Retail Park and Bradgate Park as well. So, these bike storages are gas assisted, as Ollie is going to come and demonstrate. So, as they are gas
Powered.
as they gas powered,
Gas assisted.
yeah, gas assisted, all you need to do is pop your bike on there and simply lift it up. This ensures that you're not lifting your bike on your own and hurting yourself. And as we go out, there is again another area where you can fix any issues such as tyres, flat tyres or punctures at the top. So we'll show you that on the way out.
vegetarian and vegan meal options, which leave a much lower carbon footprint on the environment. The Riverside Cafe has also been awarded the Bronze Food for Life Award by the Soil Association UK, which is based off the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which DMU is also a part of, being a global hub for the UN Sustainable Development Goal number 16, Peace, Justice and Strong Institutions. So at Riverside Cafe you can expect to find sustainable meats, vegetarian vegan options, non-endangered fish, local produce, highlight of unseasonal produce and freshly prepared meals.
This is one of DMU's more interesting projects. So this house is actually used for two reasons. It's used to frame murder scenes and crime scenes for upcoming forensic scientists to come and investigate. Additionally, it's also got an earth energy bank, which means that it stores all reusable heat underground in the soil, which makes heating the house a lot cheaper as it's got all that renewable energy. Additionally, it also is a cheaper alternative using an earth energy bank, which also DMU are looking at with Leicester City Council to implement into the more older buildings and older houses in the city centre, to again lower carbon energy. Also they've got solar panels on the top of the roof. Again, this collects extra energy and heat, which is also stored and used, especially in the winter. Again, these are a cheaper alternative. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the Queen's Building. These are actually called suds, and although they are really pretty, they're actually used in a sustainable way. So if you come closer, you'll be able to see that there's gaps in the bricks. What this actually does is, when it's a particularly rainy day in Leicester, it prevents flooding, so the water can trickle down and go into the suds, which again waters the plants, which is sustainable. So now we're going to be moving on to the Queen's Building, so it's just this way. It's actually the second most ventilated building in Europe, and what this building actually utilises is natural ventilation and daylight, so students can work. It's a really nice place to work, especially in summer, and also in the winter it uses all of that body heat from the students and electrical items such as laptops and computers to generate even more heat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the energy lab, so I can tell you a little bit more about that. So in here is the energy lab. What the energy lab actually does, it allows upcoming engineering students to go in and unassemble and create new ways of innovative new carbon reducing ways to sustain the university. Additionally, the Energy Lab also monitors the energy used from the murder house in order to, again, improve and develop new sustainable ways of living. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the food hall. This is one of the ways that DMU also reiterates that reusability and sustainability. So, students can bring in a reusable coffee cup to purchase their coffees. When they do, they receive 25 pence off that coffee because they've bought that reusable coffee cup. And then if you follow me down here, I'll talk to you about the water. Another reusable point, so students can lower the one-use water bottle waste by bringing their water bottles here and refilling at this point. Recycling units, so again students can participate in recycling by specifically recycling different things. So to avoid confusion, the university also put that can knowing the specific things.
DMU currently recycles 90% of non-residential waste, and we're hoping that will be 94% by 2023. Okay, so thank you for coming on our sustainability tour with DMU today. We hope you found it interesting and learned some things, and we hope you can make some changes in your daily life to help DMU contribute to their goals of sustainability. Thank you.
Thanks.
Great. Well, thank you very much for showing that film, Mark. It was really good to work with Graduate Champions and for them to put that short film and a tour together to highlight some of the sustainability stuff that we have on campus. We have an opportunity for comments and questions, if anybody has any. Or don't forget, you can follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search for @SustainableDMU, or come along to the welcome event on Friday. Come along, say hi, and find out about the different sustainability projects that we're running and how you can get involved as well. Okay, so thank you very much for your time and joining us this afternoon to look at our sustainability work, and we hope to see you on some of our sustainability projects really soon. Thanks ever so much.
Thanks, everyone.